Hey, welcome back to another Hockey Nation video. No, Hockey Nation live show with the hockey coach Ranchi directly for the beautiful country of the jungle in Thailand on amazing great Thursday night, September 11, 2025. How was your day, everybody? You have a great day? Are you ready to talk about the NHL? Are you ready to talk about your Bleu Blanc Rouge? This is what is going happening tonight, talking about the Montreal day two of the rookie camp for the Habs. And then I'm going to talk about the prospect of the Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to give you tonight, if you don't mind, a little bit a ranking of the Montreal Canadiens players, prospect at 22 years old and younger. That will be the focus on the show tonight here at the Hockey Nation. And I'm going to sharing with you who is rising or who is going to be on the other side for the prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. And we have a couple of news around the NHL. I have a couple game for you. We have the clash. We have a trivia question. And we have a lot of things going on here. I'm going to run this show for the next 90 minutes to 2 hours with all of you together. I'll be alone. I can handle that. I think I can be fine with that part. We're going to debate with fun subject, of course. And we're going to go all the way to the end with some kind of respect and talking about one thing, the hockey, the love of the game we have. Thanks to be with me tonight. I appreciate a lot of the view. Don't forget, please, to subscribe at the Hockey Nation, become a member of the channel, or you can become a member of the Patreon. Or you can join us on the Discord if you want to have play the league of the Fantasy Hockey League of the Hockey Nation. You just have to email me, and I'm going to reply to you and give you a spot. We're missing 2 or 3 GM for the upcoming season. Really easy, very friendly. It's really fun to be all together. Many of them been that late for over 4 years now. And that's what is going to happening. The draft in October before the season starts. That said, we'll be back tomorrow night for the fun Friday night for the Hockey Nation. Sunday night, we do the recap. Now, the Saturday we have take off. Is something happening? We're going to bring back. We're going to be back like we did last week about Ken Dryden. Or maybe I'm just wake up and I just feel like, why not to do it? Early, I don't know. Since I move here in the jungle, I wake up like 3 o'clock, 3:30 every morning, 4 o'clock. I go to bed early, 10 o'clock, 10:30. This is the time of my night. I go to bed, check all the news around the league, and I take care about everything. And be busy, 14, 16, 18 hours per day. But that's not a subject for the time. And we'll see what we got in the chat. First of all, RJ Calabo already gave us some update. Yes, the Blue Jays won today 6-0. It was an afternoon game. Congratulations for the Blue Jays. He consistently delivered a lot of great update news, RJ. Butch, welcome back in the house. And thanks to be with the Hockey Nation. Billy from Nova Scotia is back with us. 9/11, you can see beside me, I have a picture. We will never forget 24 years ago, USA got hit, and that will be a day where everybody's going to remember forever. And just want to, every year, to take a time to do that. And it's unfortunately what happened also with Charlie Kirk. I'm not here to talking about politics, everything like that, but we just want to know no one at a young age deserve to get murdered like that. And we wish the best for his family. And hopefully we can have learned something or a lesson for that sadness news happening yesterday. That said, now we're going to not forget my new sponsor, Hockey Hot Stove. If you follow me, a couple of weeks ago now, I became a contributor of the Hockey Hot Stove. I wrote for the Chicago Blackhawks, and now I'm doing the Colorado Avalanche until they find someone else. But it's fun. Have a kind of meeting, Zoom, everything. It's great to... It's a really unique group Some of them work with the Flyers on the hockey department. The ex-referee Paul Stewart started to write on the inside of that book, inside of that website. He was there yesterday. He have a couple of great story about NHL. Paul Stewart. Then the ex-NHL players, Chris Terrien, was also in that meeting. And a lot of great contributors. They are followed different NHL team for many years, and they joined the group. So I was just listen. I was just good for me to meet a couple of people live and talking, and possible that we develop a relationship, and possible to bring people here inside of the Hockey Nation as a guest. So slowly, probably the right way. We're going to grow one time, one subscriber at a time. Don't forget to subscribe. Sharing that, we're missing approximately 245 before we hit the 10,000 mark milestone. Can we get this before the end of the season, end of the year? We have to wait. Frankie Deck is in the house. Frankie is going to be at the showcase in Montreal Canadiens on the weekend. I think it's Sunday afternoon, I believe. Mr. Frankie is going to be there. Stan the Man also is with us tonight. Good morning, Coach. Good evening to all the chat. And that's what we got. I think also PLW is at the baseball game, the Blue Jays on the weekend. I could be wrong, but I think he is. It's double header. I don't know exactly about the situation, but that's what happening for PLW. Don't, again, any question, guys? Thursday night, it's not a busy night until the hockey is back, but the season. But we can. I'm really open up for question. Everything you need to know about different things. I hope I can answer to you, and I will do my best. So you can sharing or asking me what you want to do. Yeah, it would take footage for us. Some Frankie sharing with me. I can bring to you everybody in the chat. When you see my eyes go up this way, guys, because I have a new TV, and I put the TV too high for right now. But I expect when a game, I'm going to do a play-by-play. I would like to be stand up next season. So I put the TV a little bit higher. But when I'm talking to you and then I check what's going on, my eyes go there. So I watched myself with Marco in Artap last night. By the way, Artap was with us last night. What a great night to see Artap. I don't know how you feel, but been friend with him for over almost 5 years now, and been very close in my life as a friend, and sharing so great moment together, build some fun live stream and fun show during those 5 years. He became really a good friend for not only for me, but for all the people in the chat. And to see him back yesterday after he missed a couple of months, it was just like so great to see Mr. Natap with us. And it's just the beginning. It's the beginning. He will be with me every Sunday night during the upcoming year for the Red Light Show. It's not about Andre Resco, but it's going to be a new show. It's called the Red Light Show. We're going to give to you that show usually what's going on around the NHL. So that's what's happening on that night. The PLW is in the house. It does this Guzman complete game 2-ish shootout. Angers win. Mark Elliott, welcome back. Thanks to be with us. Don't forget everybody to click on like. So let's see what we got tonight. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you killing me? No sound. No sound. I was just talking about in our tap for all the time. Are you killing me about that? I apologize for this one. Wow. Oh my God! Thank you. Here we go. I fire on that goal of the Mr. McElliott, $10 goal on this one. Going to get an assist for the unassisted. We cannot hear what I said. So the beginning of that show. Smart move, Mark. Good now. Yeah, it is, honestly. I don't know why I was mute. Um, uh, but it is what it is. I was going to tell you a lot of great thing about Mr. Nartap, by the way. And I was said also talking about Crosby, answer to the question to Stan. So unfortunately, it did not happen. So they've been upset about that, but it's a rookie mistake. That's supposed to be happen, coach. I know. Stan, I'm going to answer to you if you don't mind, because it looked like you did not hear anything. I have a subject about Crosby the next couple of minutes, so if you don't mind, that'd be great. I talk about Frankie to go to the games on the weekend. I talk about PLW. I talk about in our tap. I talk about the trade for Crosby. Everything. I was going well. Looked like all the animals was dancing around me. But I'm upset because it's not supposed to happen. And the first thing we do, guys, we do the headlines. That's what we do here now for that season number 6. I'm going to share with you my headlines. I'm talking about the fact I'll be back Sunday, tomorrow night for the Fun Friday. I'll be back also Sunday for the Red Lights with Mr. Tap. And I was talking about the fact, like, I have no sound. I was just kidding. My headlines today. My headline is debit this way. This way. Start your engine, Mr. Juraj Slafkovsky. And I put him on the race formula car because he does not start the season like anybody else. He's slow. He has some problem. And it's time for him to start his engine at the beginning of the season and not after the second half of the season. And that's the reason you see number 20 in the car. You can see also the logo Montreal Canadiens. And I put a number 20 right there. 7-0 Green Bay. Here we go. Now you are fine. Yeah, I am. My point behind that, and don't forget, please, to subscribe, everything. Juraj Slafkovsky, he's going to start his first year contract over $7 million. 10 point, 50 point, 51 point. 4 goal, 20 goal, 18 goal. Play on the first line with Slafkovsky. Play on the power play, unit number 1. And I want to say that start your engine, Slafkovsky, because if one player could have a lot of pressure at the end of October, is Juraj Slafkovsky. Why? Because I believe it could be pushed by Ivan Demidov to get removed on the first line. Not guaranteed and not what I want, but it could happen. On the unit number 1 power play, you're missing, if you put Hudson, Caulfield, Suzuki, Slafkovsky on the first one, you're missing a piece of the puzzle. If you put Liney there, Demidov is not there. And could make the unit number 1 to the unit number 2, Slafkovsky, if we get pushed by Demidov or any other players in Montreal Canadiens, Baldzuk, Dobson could be under unit number 1 too. That said, I feel and I'm thinking Slafkovsky could have a lot of pressure after 1 month. He always said the right words after the game. I learned something. I should not do it. I need to get better. I'm going to watching more video. He's always talking about the fact like he need to be that player, he need to be better. Again, that's good. But I always said, or my mom told me all the time, talk to talk is one thing, but walk to walk is another thing. And that's something he need to change now. Start is enjoying at the beginning of the season, October 8th. And if he does it, the team is going to benefit. His teammate is going to benefit. Eliasman is going to benefit, and him is going to benefit more for that. So hopefully Slafkovsky start the season at the right time, and he could beat all his number of his highest in the one regular season. 20 goals, 51 points for Slafkovsky. This is possible. Is it a breakout season? But if he start in October, possibly he have a breakout season for Slafkovsky for the upcoming season. Something to check it. Let's see what got in the chat. They go Jean Buffalo now. I'm even more sure they won't make the playoff. Sorry, LDP. RJ, I thought I would give you a break with giving the football score. Here we go. 7-0. I don't know. I'm watching that right now, the New York Yankees and the Detroit 9-1. Let's see. I think I can get the football on LDS. Let me check this, if you don't mind. Mr. Roy from Bangkok is in the house tonight. Welcome back, Roy. And look like you have a TV commercial. The outline is over. Let's jump right now on the NHL news. If you know that, talking about what's going on today. Everybody, it's fun. The rookie camp is start everywhere, and I can wait. The NHL news around the league today. First of all, the Buffalo Sabres, like he said, Mark, signed Alexander Gorgiev, the goaltender, as a UFA. We know what happening to him. The New York Rangers to Colorado to San Jose, and he was waiting for a new deal. And the backup goaltender, I think this is really, well, it's not surprised me. They're going to start with 2 starter in NHL, right? UPL. But where we see now Don Levy and that organization, if I'm Don Levy right now, I'm a bit concerned about that. Why? Because you bring a veteran. Montreal did it. They bring Kakkonen. But that could happen for the same situation. I believe it's going to be at the Rochester American. If something happened, but it could get called up. 1 year deal at $825,000 for him. Who is falling? Start with Gallagher for that. The next thing, guys, is about NHL. They announced this today. The NHL and the NHLPA have agreed that the 5-player and the 2018 London sexual assault trial will be suspended until December 1st. What happening now, guys? It's possible now they're going to be back after December 1st. Something going to make some call there. Dubé is in KHL. Alex Formenton is in NL. Carter Hart is still home. They could negotiate with their team, with any team, and see what happened there. Can Carter Hart go with Edmonton Oilers? I don't know. That's something going to check about this one tonight. Yeah, the game is not on the TV tonight, but I have I can get any channel, so I'm in the beautiful sunset. 7-0 Grand Bay, guys, between the Washington sack by the Washington Capitals. Capitals. The next news, guys, is about Minnesota. We're going to give you some update about Kaprizov. Last time we talked about the fact it was refused a contract of $126-28 million. And the people was a little bit, not worried, but it was like, wow, are you kidding me? And then some people say he's going to leave the team. Some people say he's going to be traded, everything. And then Bill Guérin, the GM or president of the team, now get out on the social media, said, this is not true. I don't know where that rumor is coming from. Same situation happening for the agent of the Kaprizov. Look like a Frank Cervelli started that rumor. But again, both parties look like they are good. That said, from the Russia website, they have a really expert reporter with credibility wrote the Minnesota Wild during the summer. They asked Kaprizov if he get traded, which team he would like to go. He has a no. He have a no clause to get traded, so he does not have to go. But the Minnesota Wild look about him and ask them. Some people right away, now he's going to be traded, everything. Guys, in the hockey business, it's always common sense. If you are right now a GM of Kaprizov, all right, and we are going to an extension contract, and maybe it will not turn around perfectly the right way, and they will be jammed with that situation. It's just normal for the GM ask the agent, look, we don't know what is going to happen here. We're going to do our best to have him. We love him. We like him to stay here. But at some point, like anybody, business, we have some limits to respect. So we want to be sure we give the best treatment for Kirill. And if ever we don't have a choice, this is not what we're looking for. But we would like to maybe have an opportunity to trade him at some point. And if it's the case, would you like to give us 3, 2, 5 team he would like to play for? That's just normal. But fans react quickly, right? And they, oh my God, this is going to be. And that's what the reason behind that. That's just normal. If you ask me tonight if he's going to go somewhere, not allowed. You have to be careful behind that story. The owners, Leopold, mentioned on the social media or on the interview, he would give the best contract for Kaprizov. This is the owner. It's a little bit like Jeff Molson said over Ken Hughes. We're going to give whatever the media want for the money to play with Montreal. That's what I see the perception of the owners there. I'll be shocked it would be trade. I'll be shocked. I expect 15, like I said, this couple of weeks ago, he's going to beat the McDavid contract, and he's going to get 15, 16. And that's why my projection for Ron Wiking is in the house. Salute, Ron. Mark, a lot of season tickets fans will be pissed off if they don't sign Kaprizov. Yeah, of course, it will be something they will have to be really careful about that. So don't forget, everybody, to click on the likes. The next thing I want to talk about, guys, tonight is about the contract situation in NHL. This is going to be a weird year. First, we have 5 RFA did not sign the contract yet. 2 of them is McDavid and Luke Hughes. 2 key players. You have Wyatt Kaiser from the Chicago Blackhawks too. They have to sign the contract before the beginning of the season, and they would like to sign the contract before the training camp start. No contract, he cannot go to training camp. So we'll see what's happening with those players. Then you have extension contract before they become UF free. And we talk about Kaprizov, we just talk about him. McDavid, Jack Eichel, Adrien Kempe, Kyle Connors, and I can go like that. And then we have players are on the final year entry-level contract. Connor Bedard, Lennartson, Adam Fantilli, Luke Carlson, and I have more. This is going to be wild. And my next thing I said to you guys is this part. Not this one. Is this one. The NHL 2025-2026 is a season of controversy, shocking, and chaos. Why? There are too many things. The big star in NHL, and many of them are key players on their team, are on the final year contract, RFA, UFA. You have a transformation of the salary cap right now in NHL. They never have those kind of increasing of the salary cap. Thirdly, everybody is on the mode of wait to see who is going to get the money. What will be the longevity of the contract? When you get one, everything is going to open up after that. But still, this is a problem right now. Ain't going to be that. That said, not only that contract is a problem, the salary cap is another one, it's the NHL Draft 2026 for Gavin McKenna. It's rare you get players where they consider a generational players. You have before McDavid, can we call Austin Matthews? I don't know. Connor Bedard? I don't know. But the fact everybody would love to get Kevin McKenna because that player will change the transformation of that team. No doubt he's going to be that way. So this if happening, you're going to see after a few weeks, like middle of November, and after 5-6 weeks in NHL, the standing, maybe 1 or 2 teams, not the San Jose, not the Chicago, where other team, the expectation it was to be on the race for the playoff, and suddenly injuries or nothing works and they are at the bottom right away, or they are very close to be at the bottom. Some of them team have players maybe they will trade early compared was in the past at the trade deadline to see what they look like and to raise for one thing for Kevin McKenna. Put this together, right? You're going to see a season you never see before. I'm telling you right now, it's September, but that's what I'm feeling. That's what I see. That league this year is going to be different like anybody else before. And we have to see start very soon. And until then, we have to wait. Can these players decide if they want to continue with their team? If they love, then their contract finish, coach. Who's pulling the string and get rid of Batman? Hey, Mr. A2 is in the house. Who's by beer tonight? Where's Larry? I hope Batman read that, Butcher. I'm not sure about this one, Butcher. Thanks everybody to click on the likes. But this is what my feeling about the NHL for upcoming season. And I could be wrong, but we have to be honest here. There are too many things going on. And then you have teams like the Montreal Canadiens, like the Carolina Hurricane, the Nashville Predator, and I can go with more, are looking for a second center. They're all doing the same thing. That would maybe increasing the value of a trade because of that situation. But we have to wait. Antoine is too short to read the screen. Bettman is going to out soon. He's on his final year contract, guys, Gary Bettman. So you talk about controversy, you talk about shocking. He's going to announce this during a year. He's going to live. And who's going to be the next one? Is it Bill Daly? Is it someone already inside of the NHL office? Or is it someone outside of office? I don't have the answer right there. But we have to realize this, guys. This is going to be a really weird year. And finally, guys, start already, but the game start tomorrow, is a 10 rookie camp showcase. All the 32 team have a rookie camp. And they are split in many ways and everywhere. But they have 10 different showcase is going to happening during the weekend around the North America. You have in Buffalo, you have Montreal, you have Colorado, Dallas, and they all usually 2 or 3 teams together, and they do a round robin. Everybody play 2 games usually, and they go back home after that. You have a lot of players to watch. We have a turnover of young players going out on the rookie camp during the weekend. Montreal does not play until Saturday at 7 o'clock and Sunday, I believe, at 3 o'clock. Both games are going to be available on the website or on the YouTube channel. I will do the first game Saturday night. Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. will be 2 o'clock p.m. here. I'm not sure. It's just a game, rookie camp. But we'll see if I'm going to do it or not. But you can watch tomorrow night, guys, a couple of games like Colorado play, Chicago play, I believe, tomorrow. And you can watch those games on the website of the team. Someone asking me that question. So that's conclude, guys, all the news in NHL. It would be hilarious if Bettman did not switch and sign a new contract. Yeah, at his age, it's not going happening. Honestly, he's what, 72, 73 years old. You have a big story get out in Montreal today about Gary Bettman. They have a trade rumor where Renaud Lavoie talked in 2009 where the Montreal Canadiens was with Bob Gainey, the GM, was looking to trade for Vincent Lecavalier in 2009. Bettman told the Montreal no. And I don't know the full story behind that or whatever it is. And why Bettman jumped on that. One reason is because he believed Lecavalier was important for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Because Tampa Bay Lightning had to survive more with Lecavalier. Well, here you want to know what was the proposal of Bob Gainey? God. Thank you, Gary Bettman. And Gary Bettman refused the trade, by the way. It was Carey Price, Matt Pacioretty, and Piquet Subban. I'm going to repeat. Piquet Subban, Matt Pacioretty, and Carey Price for Vincent Lecavalier. Gary Bettman said no. So sometime you have to be, I would participate in the coach quick watching the rookie camp. Stan, Triple W's would be NHL ready very soon. Lenny has been giving practice. Is not stop. Look out for him on the ice this season, coach. For that one, that's crazy stuff. Yeah. For Renaud Lavoie. Now, guys, I just tell you what's happening. Montreal Canadiens news, we're going to talk about this now. We have a couple of conversations we can sharing together. And don't forget, guys, to click on the like. Don't mind. Any question, I'm open up tonight. It's just slowly night. I don't know why. I don't know why people don't talk about hockey. But or maybe they go somewhere else. That's okay. It's okay. That's a tampering, but thank God it did not happen when I've been the worst trade in Montreal Canadiens. Yeah. We said Juraj Slafkovsky at that time, but yeah, it will not be very good for sure. Here we go, guys. On the ice, the full house, the full house. Montreal Canadiens practice on the one ice. The rookie practice on other ice, and everybody's there. Over 60 players, I believe, are in Brassard right now. The mode of hockey is back. Like I mentioned to you when I was mute, maybe you read my lips. I was said about you can see about my head, the hockey hot stove become a contributor and a sponsor for the show here. And I went to the Zoom to have a quick meeting. And I was impressed by the quality of people who was there. I'm a rookie compared to many of them. But it was fun because Chris Terrien play NHL was there. Paul Stewart, ex-referee, was there. Some national reporter was there. They're going to write for the company, Hockey at Stove. Some people on the ESPN and work with the Flyers was there. Was, maybe like 40 people. And I just listening because nobody know me. But it's good because I make some connection there and we'll see what I bring on the show. But my point behind that is when I follow now the Chicago and Colorado Avalanche, like the Colorado Avalanche guys, if you watch the Colorado Avalanche, and it's okay, they are right now on the D2 on the showcase, rookie camp. If you look up, I did not look on the website, but I went on the X account, nothing. Like nothing. I cannot find anything about what's going on at the camp. That's crazy. Chicago, they have the Sun Time. You have Report, Beach Nation, Bleach Nation. They have I can get something from Chicago. No, but not like Montreal. You guys, you have to be grateful for the people, for the Montreal Canadiens, where you can get a suck it up every day from everywhere. Because it's not like this other location. And it is what it is. But Mr. Randy Walkman is in the house. I could not never write there. Yes, Randy, you should. And you have to. I'm going to talk to you about that. Here we go. Day number 2, the Montreal Canadiens Rookie Camp. Very interesting what's happening today at the Rookie Camp. Let's see. And if you have some kind of concern or wait, we have to see, or we have to wait what he's going to do, and he's not that players, and he's not going to be that players. Listen, guys, even Demidov is real. A lot of people did not believe me when I said late Hudson a couple of years ago. Some of you does not believe me when I said even Demidov is real. I followed him last year in the KHL. Some said, no, we have to wait, we have to see. I understand that. And a rookie camp, guys, whoever you are, and I talk with a lot of fans now with Chicago Blackhawks, and I talk with many of you and the Montreal Canadiens. We get excited, right? And we think everyone, their backyard is better. And now this player is going to be this player, this guy will be that player. We have to be realistic, a little bit calm down, but not about Evan Demidov. Because that kid, guys, is special. I can tell you that right now. This kid is special. That's Evan Demidov. And look his speed and how he carried that puck and how he beat the defenseman right there. You're going to see a little bit later, guys, the sequence of that on that one. I don't know this is happening there, but I feel like Jacob Fuller have a new number. It's number 32. The goaltender get a lot of practice today by the by the goalie coach of the Laval Rocket, Machini, and it was really impressive the way Fowler he's there. But if you look about, is the video a little bit longer, by the way. But when he gets shot, Fowler on the blocker is excellent. He tracked the puck very well. On the glove, it's weak a little bit. But look, this is only a practice, everything like that. And you can see, guys, everybody at the beginning, I love to go there. I pass my time, I coach hockey. So for me, the game is fun, but the practice where I love to go. How they build the drill, how they make the drill, why they do that. And I try to follow up with everything. But you can see there, it's called a 6 station right now, or maybe 5 station. What are you talking about? You have a station at the far side, guys. They have 4 players now, pass the puck, move their skate. The middle, you have one station there that go around the puck right there. This is another, after that, rebacker. But this is what I feel you have to look about some things. We're going to see in the chat right now. He looked at 32 because just goalie and the Serge history of it. Commodore 0, Packers 14. 32 was Claude Lemieux number. Was not you right about this, Billy. Michel Godet is Michel Age. No, Michael Michel Age. Mike. I said Michel, by the way. Oh, Jesus. Mike, look the speed of the middle right there. Look, he's skating. If I can, I want to bring you this guy. We have time to do that, so don't worry about that. Look, he's skating. I want you to check his outside edge, his stride of the middle. And by the way, if you look about his legs are big. I wish I can go slowly at this, but look how his stride are for the middle. And after that, he moved and used the body to protect the puck, by the way. This is Florent Jacquet. Jacquet, guys, got about 15 more pounds during the summer. Now, he hit the goalie. That's not what you're looking for. But again, he's back checking there. And Jacquet have another good day today with the Montreal. Mike, Michael Edge is not there, by the way. That's what I'm talking about. Look, Fuller, very well on the puck tracker. I know it's only a quick shot there. I understand that. But now he's going to get checked. He's going to get beat a couple of times with the glove on that one. You see right now, look his reaction. Upset about that. Guys, it's a practice rookie camp. He get upset about that. He get beat. This one get the next one is going to get the pose after that. Here we go. For that one. Goalie interference, yes, it's going to be a 2 minute. Then Ashton Colette is in the house. Maybe 11, maybe 6 is walking against him, and then goalie, he's only 6'1". And this is during the practice today. A couple of moves, a couple of things. This you can watch now Fowler in action. I copy, guys. What I do, I record all the highlights of front people at the practice, and I make one for all of you during the night today for that one. See, in that one, you're going to see, I don't know, it's Lennartson. Lennartson, guys, is right there. Imagine Lennartson, guy. He does not stop. Lennartson wants to be everywhere all the time on the ice. This is another drill, guys, where you can see different formation. And that's what I was talking about. They use the drill to use the 200 feet ice sheet. And then if you have 3, 4, 5 coach, that's easy because they can do all the different instruction for the players for that. And this, look the middle. He loses the puck right there, but look his entrance again. He loses the puck right there. But look behind the net. Demidov was only the practice yesterday with Kapanen. Demidov will be on the first line tomorrow. I think he's with Kapanen, by the way. I cannot remember the line they did altogether. But this is happening, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens practice today. That was the beginning of the practice by the So they do number 2 is already over, and they're going to play tomorrow. Have day number 3, and you can watching this those game during the weekend on the website. Bad news for the Montreal Canadiens prospect Aiden Popenikis. In French, we call this, he got a mononucleosis. Mononucleosis for Popenikis. He's going to be out of the training camp now with that. I cannot remember. Someone got it last year. Is it not Cuivo? I believe it was Cuivo. It's happened sometime for the player like 18, 19 years old. Look like he's going to miss the beginning of the season in the WHL. So, unfortunately for the 6-5, his camp is over. Looking good, LDP. For that, good smash. Thanks, Ron. And don't forget, everybody, if you have any question, I'm here for you for that show tonight. Rumor, Pavel Zacha. Remember, guys? I think I talked about him last week or the weeks before that. He had an injury at the football game. That's not good. Pavel Zacha. Pavel. I talk about why it would be a good fit for the Montreal Canadiens. Yes, his age a little bit at the limit for the Montreal Canadiens. A big body, left shoulder, 47 point last year, lower at what he does, 50 point usually. That said, 52, 51% face up, that's better. This is a candidate player you can get. And I think the cost is not too high. We heard from Murphy, another reporter, and then I talked with Ty Anderson at the meeting, and I asked him, it looked like the Boston Bruins are looking for Jaden Struble to be involved with that trade. Boston are a team are going to looking maybe to get another first round pick early in 2026. They have 76 points they did last year. They finished at the bottom with many injuries. They tried to rebuild that thing quickly. They tried to get now next season. They think they're going to be good with Pasternak, McEnroy, Zadorov, Langholm back, and Langholm is another Langholm, and Swimmen. Look, they hope, but the reality, their lineup is not strong to be a team make the playoff. That's the real thing. Can they can everything can they can make it. They talk about Pavel Zacha and Casey Middlestad. I think Montreal can trade for Zacha. He's a 2-year deal at 4.75. And we'll see. Now, everybody in the social media today talk about this. Come on, I talked about this like weeks ago. I don't know, they don't follow that. And now the Marco D'Amico, and then you have BPM, and then you have some, I cannot remember. Why is Pavel Zacha? I think it was Godin, whatsoever. Trade Dak for Zacha, 1-for-1, and done. I think the Boston Bruins are looking for prospect, and they're looking for a young, more at the defenseman. Their center is pretty good now with Men-10. It's not great, but yeah, you could trade Doc Strobel and a second-round pick, but I don't know if Boston, and they're going to shopping Zacha around the league because some teams are looking for a second center. And we see. Zacha is not better que Devorak. I disagree with you about that, N26. Devorak never have 55 points in NHL. Devorak is best year at the most goal, I believe, is 18. My opinion. Let me check to be sure I give you the right answer for the Boston Bruins, Pavel Zacha. But Zacha for the last 3 years at 55, 53 point, 51 point, 47 point. Last time I checked for him, um, 28 years old for him. Zacha have 2 years deal at $4.7 million. 28 years old. And let's see his stats. Here we go. Guys, I was wrong. 59 point and 57, 21 goal back-to-back year. And then last year, he dropped at 14 goal and 47 point. Why? Because the Boston Bruins was not great. Plus 26, plus 12, and minus 8. Me, 6'4", versus Christian Devorak. No. For me, better him. I don't like Zacha this much. Zacha gonna sucker for us. There we go. Good one, Mark. You guys are already negative, and the player is not here yet, and he's maybe never going to be here. I don't know why you don't like Pavel Zacha. 6'4". He has 51% and 52% on the face-off. He's a left shooter. He's a big body. Now, we have one. His name is Kirby Dach. Kirby Dach. Can he beat that player? I'm not sure. But Zacha was straight for New Jersey, and now Boston wanted on him because he's not a second-line center. We only need a Zacha for 2 years unless something better is available in the offseason. Good transition player. Yeah, exactly, Mark. The hockey player that took the slap shot play for the Thunder Bay Twins back in the days. That team was a professional team in their city. Here we go. Because Boston would want us to overpay. I'm not willing to pay that price. But we don't know what they're looking for. By the way, we can use call for Pavel Zacha, by the way. I don't know. This is my feeling for Zacha. I think it's not worth at what we have. And I think if the cost is same thing like Sidney Crosby, when I said that same thing, if the cost for Sidney Crosby is not too high, you may be looking for Crosby. Same thing with Zacha. If the cost is not too high, you go for that one. From yesterday, Coach Cooley on the showball. Oh, Cooley. In my opinion, he is right now. That said, could he be not in the future? Maybe. But right now, they cannot lose him. In my opinion. They don't have many players like him for that. I apologize, I did not answer that one. For this one. Why not for the good price? Triple W. Yeah, the cost is always be the right thing about that. Now, talking about this A2, you almost follow what I have here, guys. The Montreal Canadiens are not going to trade Jacob Fuller, David Rebacker, and Michael Edge. The only way they can do that, if you take one of the 3 players and you get in return better what they are at the position. Why you cannot trade Fuller? Because the position goaltender is Montebo Tobage. That's it. Yeah, nothing else. Why not Rebacker? Because Rebacker on the right defenseman side, you have only Dobson, Carrier, and that's it. And nothing else. Kushnikov, we don't know yet. The rest of the prospect, you don't know yet. And then why you don't trade Michael Edge? Because Michael Edge, the expectation or the vision of Montreal Canadiens expect him to be a top 9 and possible a second center. and they love the personality of him, and they love the way it is. So for me, they are the three players I believe are not going to happen for them. Would Strobel, Roy, and a third round pick for an offer too much for Zaka? I think they will love more Mark. Um, I think they will have more for Zaka, a first round pick, of course. But if you give them a Strobel and a second round pick, it depends how they think about Joshua Roy, honestly. But I don't see that. Personal correct spelling and Butch. Zaka is not an elite player. No. Uh, but he fit well on the second line. Montreal are not getting a second line center, not a true one. At least they would get a third line center. That said, he can play second line. The real question in 26 is that Pavel Zaka is better to Kubidok? Is it Pavel Zaka is better to Alex Newhook? Is it Pavel Zaka is better to Jake Evans? Is it Pavel Zaka is better to Joe Villano? If the answer is yes, that answer that my question. You should trade for Pavel Zaka. If he's not, but now it's okay, you should not trade for him. But there are three players for the Montreal Canadiens. I will not trade. Now, for the Montreal Canadiens, and that answers a bit more what Mark said, I believe. The Montreal could trade Joshua Roy, could trade Jordan Strobel, and he could trade Oliver Kapanen. And because Montreal have other defensemen can take the other player can take their spot. Owen Beck, Jacky for Kapanen. Strobel, Engstrom, Rebacker. Roy, we know already Roy. If you get Zaka, what do you do with Doc? He can play winger, but we don't ever know if Doc would be ready to start the season. That's another good question about that. Randy Zaka is not players. Randy, what are your thoughts on the trade between Clark and Zary? Ron, who cares if it's better? Because them, they are all three line or four line players. So I will not go there in 26, but I would suggest you to go there. Go team by team because I did exercise. So go team by team and all the 32 team NHL and 26 and come back tomorrow and let me know that. How many players have more points as a second center in NHL at 59 points as Zaka 2 years ago? Now you're going to tell me, Tavares did it. Yeah, you're going to find them. But you're going to realize Zaka is going to be at least maybe 12 or 13 or 14 in NHL as a second center with the most point in NHL. I did it. I did the exercise. I showed to you guys 1 month ago. All the second center in NHL. If you have 50 point a plus, you make the playoff at 80. I think it was 78%. But take the number of point of Zaka at 59, like he did, or 57, and compare for all the center in NHL. And you're going to realize, wow, he has more points as Sam Bennett with the Fleur Panthers. that's it. What's the biggest surprise of the camp this year, coach? I think Frankie, so far what we heard is Demidov is too big to be too best to be there. But I think you have to look about some players where they are bigger. Jeka is one of them at the camp this season. They like what was the name? Forgot about his name right now. Prats. They like what they saw so far. They talk more, Vincent, about what the player can become. And it's a little bit too early to get a good boy, Butch, about this. Butch, not good to put on the weight too much. A2, it will slow you down. It's happening in the past, but I don't think so. It will be big about this one there. Now, I'm going to give you that one, guys. On this one, the player for the Montreal Canadiens could push someone in the lineup. If David Rebacker become a regular player with the Montreal Canadiens, don't be surprised Montreal trade Carrier. Come on, coach, we need 3 defensemen on the right side. Vegas, 2. Toronto, 2. Fleur Panthers, 2. Colorado Avalanche. And I can go many teams, guys, play 4 left and 2 right defensemen. Why they will trade Carrier? Because Carrier will have some value for a trade with the Montreal Canadiens. Not a big, but it's only a package deal. It could be that way. And remember, guys, Carrier is only 5'11". It's not big Carrier. Right now, he fit on the structure of the Montreal Canadiens. But when you go to the next level, you go to you want to be on the 2nd round playoff, the 3rd round playoff, and you go to the final Stanley Cup. In my book, Alex Carrier should not be in the lineup. Love the kid, but I believe David Rebacker is going to push him out. I think for me, Adam Ekstrom is going to push out Jaden Straubel. They're not going to trade Jakai, and I'm okay with that, and it's good to do that. D&D is in the house. Cash Fan is in the house. For that, don't see ad trading. Carrier coach is a veteran, plus is French. Again, guys, it's not going to happen right now. But those players, when David Rebacker will be ready, it's going to be regular. Carrier will be out. When Adam Ekstrom is going to be regularly, you're going to see Madison and Straubel out for the Montreal Canadiens. One Jacob Fuller will be ready. Samuel Montembeault will be out for the Montreal Canadiens. And one Michael S. is going to be ready. Kirby Dach is going to be out for the Montreal Canadiens. Those pipeline players are coming. They will push out player you have. And you cannot win with Carrier. You cannot win with Straubel. And you're not going to win with Montembeault. You're going to have a good run, but not win with Montembeault. And you're not going to win with Kirby Dach. I apologize. Love the kid. Wish the best for Kirby Dach. But I don't think he's the right answer for the Montreal Canadiens. And I can move more. Gallagher. I can move Josh Anderson. Mike Madison. Possible Patrick Laine. But we're still missing piece of the puzzle. When Armstrong for me could steal the show, Frankie. Sorry, Rick in the house. Zaka over 50 points, only 2 times in 9 years is not a second line center. Here we go, guy. Nick Suzuki get 80 points this year. 41 points, 66 points, 66, 71 points, and then he reached 78, and then he get this. Suzuki get 89 points 5 years ago also, and his NHL career. a player develop and the player reach his peak at some point in NHL. He did it, 57, 59. Player take time to develop. It's okay if you don't see him as a second center. That's okay. I just give you the fact of what's happening in NHL. I'm not here to debate with you, but the fact are, if you get 50 points a plus at the second center, you go there. You want to? I will go to give you a better answer to you. All right. If you want to go that direction and 26, I will give you a better answer. Zaka is not a second center. There you go. All right. I agree with you. But here, Sam Bennett, guys. Sam Bennett. All right. 36, 26, 26, 27, 12, 27, 12, 15, 49, 40, 41, up 51. Up 51 he got, Sam Bennett. So Sam Bennett never have more points at Pavel Zacha. Is a second center. If I follow you and 26, by the way, you consider a player with a number of the point, and the fact is only did it twice. Sam Bennett never did 50 points more at one time in NHL. So Sam Bennett is not a second center in NHL. Sorry. But that's the way we consider that way. Sam Bennett on the face-off, 46, 45, 47, 46, 45, 43, 40. He got 40, 51, and 55 at 22 years old with only 83 face-off per year. Sam Bennett. His face-off of Pavel Zacha is better at Sam Bennett. I'm just telling you right now. I'm just said I disagree when I agree with you. I give you fact. I only work me with facts. The fact, the number tell me. I not create anything. That's how they are. 2 times over 50 points, 7 times under 50 points. That's true value of the players. Panther are lock and load. I'm losing my fire about that. So this is happening, guys, for this one, guys. Guy is in the house. Welcome. That's line one key worry me, Montembeault. So that's happening there, guys, on the Carrier and Strobel and Montembeault et Kobidak. But guys, this is at some point, and I'm going to record it again. I think Marco said that, and I'm going to tell you exactly the same thing. At some point, how, I don't know when, Montreal Canadiens are going to trade players. Was an impact with the Montreal, but they have to trade him to get better, to fill up what they're missing. Frederic Huberdeau. But I don't know what he's going to do, but it could happen. We trade him, it could be the end of their chance to make it to the playoff spot. Guy Zacha is not close to Bennett as a player, and you know it's not a team who will take Zacha over Bennett. Stop with excuse for Zacha. No. I just tell you one thing. You told me the 55 point of Zacha and 26. That's what I'm telling you right now. The point of Zacha versus the point of Bennett. You tell me he does not a second center because he did only two seasons, 50 points. I said, that's okay. I agree with you. I just want to remind you, Bennett did only 51 points one time in NHL. Dylan Cousin, second center with Ottawa Senator. He has 47 points in the last 2 seasons. Zacha have a better face-off, and better point at cousin. Luc Lafortune. Just to give you a fun observation about Zaka. That's simple. Here we go. Let's move on to the next thing. I will not talk about Zaka now for the rest of the night. I have to move on. I have too many things to talk about. The Montreal Canadiens prospect. This is my subject of the night for the Montreal Canadiens. For the game, for the show tonight. And I'm going to give to you different thing. Thanks for the likes, by the way. You have to be 22 years old until September 15th. If you are 23, you're out of the picture. So you're going to have players are not there. Maybe consider them as a prospect, but they are not there anymore because the limit is 22. Now I'm going to give you 4 players with the Montreal Canadiens. They are under 22 years old. And they are Hudson, Slafkovsky, Demidov, Budzik. That would not be fair if we use them and ranking them as the number 1 prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. But for the equation, we have to mention them. Hudson, Slafkovsky, Demidov, and Budzik are all under 22 years old. And they are all going to be with the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. So, at the end, we have other players I'm going to show to you. And I'm going to go, I gave to you guys all the prospects for the Montreal Canadiens organization at 22 years old. Only. Like a guy like Caden Coley is not there. Jordan Swabble is not there. Tobesh is not there anymore. And I can go like this. As a forward, Montreal have Owen Beck, Kapanen, Jekai, Roy, Rover, Thorpe, Kidney, and Mézard. When I select them that way, is a little bit to show to you who is rising or who is going down. Beck, Kapanen, Jekai are going up. Roy, neutral. Rover, high. Rising. Thorpe, rising. Obviously, Kidney and Mézard are going down. They are right now most of them play with the Laval Rocket. Rover is going to return to play his 3rd year with an NL. Can I see Budzik, my cousin? I have many good things to say about him. About that, Yankees base loaded, 1 out. And then you have guys, Michael Edge, Alexander Zarovsky, you have Ethan Popovnikis, Philip Eriksson, Sam Harris, Little John Mooney, Sawyer, Cuivo, Cannon, and Merrill. On that list, guys, who is rising? Edge, Zarovsky, Eriksson, Harris, Mooney, Sawyer. Neutral for me, Papanikis and Cuivo. Cannon, a little bit, but not much. And Merrill, we have to wait. They all, guys, all the forward you have in the pipeline, Montreal Canadiens, they are under contract. And some of them are in NCAA, CHL, and play in Europe. And that's what the composure of the Montreal Canadiens and who is high, who is wrong. I'm going to get back with the standing after that. But I give you an overview of the forward for the Montreal Canadiens. And if you look about this, Kapanen, Beck, Jekai, Roy, all the potential to play in NHL. Rover, Thorpe, we don't know yet. Kidney, Mézard, I don't see it. Michael Edge, Zabrowski, all the 2 players on that list could play in NHL right now. We don't know yet about Popanikis. I'll be shocked if Erickson, Harris, Koivu, Kenan Merrill make it. I'll be shocked. I don't know yet about Mooney and Sawyer, but they all limit the projection. TH is in the house, Bobby. I'll sleep so short with work. Welcome back. Solid prospect pool. Based so long, we have a good young group prospect, a good young NHL player. Yeah, that gives you guys an idea who they are. And this is our only forward. And I want to show to you this because I think we are the rookie camp. I think that's a great thing to talk about this. Now, we have 3 players, a Montreal Canadiens, or a Laval Rocket and Montreal. Well, they try to be in Montreal. Raybacker, Engstrom, and Trudeau. Trudeau is at 22 years old, just tried to come back from an injury, a major injury. Engstrom is rising, and Raybacker is rising. Trudeau is neutral. I don't see Montreal. I don't see Trudeau with Montreal and NHL. The next one, guys, is all the defensemen inside the Montreal Canadiens pipeline play around the world. Konishkov, KHL, Pratt, OHL, Millerstad, NCA, Pickford, WHL, Zobolev, VHL, Burvis, between the SHL and the hockey Alviston. McNeil, Handel, McNeil OHL, Handel, QM, Vig, QM, I believe, Kostenko, VHL. They are the defensemen on that side where not many of them can play with the Montreal Canadiens right now. Konishkov, maybe. After that, my 3 other defensemen for me is Prost, Middlestad, and Pickford. Zobolev have a good season, by the way, but we have to wait. He's already 22 years old. Burvis, no. McNeil and Endel, Vic, we don't know really. And Kostenko, guys, they're not going to keep him around for that. Big year for Rebecca, you're right, A2. Thanks for all the likes we got. Bush accurate shot is another gay dose stick on the slap shot break too often. It's the snap of the check of the on this one. Oh, not this one. The goaltender, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens. Fuller, Volenkin, Croteau, Miller, Radkov, Vegvenegs, and Cournoyer. They are the pipeline for the Montreal Canadiens. And that's pretty good. Yeah, already, 7 goaltenders for the Montreal. Fuller, Montreal. Volenkin, we have to wait for Volenkin. Now, Volenkin is interesting. Last year, MHL, before that, then he got the VHL. He go to the KHL last year. He got cut 2 weeks ago. He played now on the VHL. Have a good start last game. He won. He lost maybe, but he got .935, I believe, is save percentage. Croteau is a very interesting guys. Croteau is maybe the wild card on that group with Volenkin. Croteau played with Dartmouth College. Good number last year. We know what the goaltender do in the NCAA usually, but we never know what Croteau can develop. Miller, it's really interesting. He got hurt last year. Everything fell apart. He was supposed to play with Rimouski. Rimouski changed the their mind, sent him out, and he decided to go to BCHL because he wanted to play in NCAA. But the rule was not there. But I don't know why he been there. Honestly, because he played in the QM, he was not eligible anyway. But I don't have the right answer for why Miller went to the BCHL. He went with Chili Walk. I think it's Chili Walk, I think the last name. And he did well. He got recruited by the Denver University. He's going to be NC next season. It's a long shot for him. Radkov and Vegvenex and Cournoyer, guys, we don't have enough sample to know exactly who they are. So we have to wait a little bit longer for that one. You straight the Romanov, of course, he believed Doc was a second-line center. Trudeau will request a trade before long. No room for him in Montreal for that one. I think Trudeau is a 1 more year deal for him. I have to look about that to confirm the right things, but I think he is Trudeau. Yeah, he's on his final year. He's become an RFA next season, but it could happen there. Look for that one. So when I put this all together, guys, I make my list. I must find my list compared to the one I did in July. And it's missing 1 or 2 players on my list because I have only 10 spots. And listen, here what I got. At number 10, I still go with Konishkov. I put number 9, Alexander Zarovsky, followed by Joshua Roy, Jekai, Engstrom, Kapanen, Beck, Fowler, Michael Edge, and Rebecca. The player chance on my position compared couple at least 1 month ago is Zarovsky, is Engstrom, Kapanen, and Beck, and Fowler. I just modified them. Who is new on my list? Nobody. It's all my full list. But what happened, Mooney and other players, guys? The problem is that we don't have enough sample for Mooney to see if he's going to play with Montreal. For me, they are the Montreal Canadiens player and the pipeline, all the pipeline they have a chance to make the Montreal Canadiens. It's not like someone is better to another one, but they are better values to make the NHL. Example, Rebecca, 99%. Michael Edge, 93%. Jacob Fuller, 90%. And Beck, 88. And then Kapanen, 85. Engstrom, 80. Jekai, 80. Roy, 70 example. Zarovsky, the reason Zarovsky is there, guys, I'll be honest with you, because we don't see enough sample. He looked good in MHL last season, but we have to wait. During the season, it will go up, I'm pretty sure. Konishkov is there because we don't have anybody else yet. We don't know what Torp is going to look like. We don't know yet Money is going to look like. I don't see anybody else better at Konishkov right now to be over 10. I will put Money up there. See, it's not a bad deal. It's not a bad statement, A2. It's just like Money, we don't know yet what it will look like. And like I said, next month, the next 2 months, 3 months, we're going to figure out what they could look like, Money. But there are not many like Money. We don't know yet Popanikis, example, Money. The rest, we saw some sample. We have to wait. Price contract was trade Guy. Dundale gave price gone for San Jose. Just being the project support the NHL. Trade for I hope is good 5th round pick for Price. Thanks again for all the likes. But that will give you guys a little bit an idea what they look like, the pipeline for the Montreal Canadiens, and what Montreal can do for that. And it's for me, it's and not only play for Montreal, guys. This is asset. This is what Montreal can do. At some point, guys, honestly, if you look about this, right? Jacob Fuller is alone as his position. David Rebecca is alone as a position. But after that, Edge, Beck, Kapanen, and Jekai. It's called right now 4 center, right? Jekai, Kapanen, Beck, and Michael Edge. At least you bring them on the winger. I'll be shocked if 4 of them play with Montreal at the same time. Somewhere, somehow, 1 or 2 of them have to be traded. You cannot use everybody in the roster for the Montreal Canadiens. On the winger, on that list right now, we have only Joshua Roy and Zarovsky. The potential of Zarovsky is better than Joshua Roy. How he's going to make it, I'm not sure. On defenseman, we have Rebacker, Angstrom, and Konishkov. For that, coach, who is Zaroski Lightman? That guy can fly. And the KHL right now, look. Um, Joshua Watt, only 22 years old, cannot make the add third line, even four line. One does, he becomes just an NHL player. He start being a prospect. Yeah. The next 2 years going to go that direction, and we have to wait what he's going to develop more or not. Big year for the out of your top 10. How many do you think are NHLer? 1, 2, 3. Four will be an honest answer. TH. 5, 6. It's for me, yes. But we don't know yet about Zaroski. We don't know yet about Joshua Roy. And I don't know yet about Konishkov. But I see Rebacker, Edge, lock in, Fuller, lock in. Beck, Kapanen, Ekstrom, Jekai, lock in. But how long it will take, I don't know. But you talk about NHL players or NHLer, yeah. I'm not sure about Roy, Zaroski, and Konishkov. In my opinion. I'm going to watch Jacob Fuller this season. Need to analyze his performance, but it's a good one. Yeah, you have free look. I don't have the name, but I can look about him for sure. Look for that. That give you guys a little bit an overview of the Montreal Canadiens prospect. Is it there already 10 o'clock? That time is flying. Let's go, guys, on the trivia before we move on. On the trivia, guys, Sidney Crosby last year was his 20th year in the league. And he received award vote in every one of those seasons. So every year, Sidney Crosby got a vote for a trophy. Could be the Lily Bing, Hart, Ross, whatever. I can only find one other player whose career lasts at least 20 years who never had so much as a single season without an award vote. Can you guess who it is? So the player you have to find play at least 20 seasons. That players, every year, he got a vote on the awards trophy at the end of the season. So you have to think about who played 20 years in NHL. Chris Chelios, Cody Orr, Adam Oates, Marcel Dion, maybe. I don't have the list in front of me. Go Habs, go N26. Yes, sir. Fedorov, look. I remember 20 years in NHL. Money, maybe. May make it. Yes, Mark. And like I said, the guys for Money, and I want to record it to you guys. Is I need to see more. Ed Jovanovski. What about Eiserman? I think, remember, guys, the player have to play 20 years in NHL A+. Coach, how long it would take to know about what over a patient? Wonder why. We have to wait. He's only 22 years old. So we have to wait 2 more years, I believe. It's just the door is closing more. We have to wait. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. For me, with the Laval Rocket, last year was what? The second best player there. Pickford should be higher, on my opinion, Mark. I don't see him on the top 10 right now, Mark, for Pickford. I may say good one, Guy. I'll give you like 20-second guys on that one. So far, nobody have it. It's not easy one, but think about 20 years players. If you think quick, I'll give you a tips. Chelios, look, Gretzky. I misunderstood your question originally when I said Gretzky. I thought you meant who played 20 years and did not get a vote for any awards. Yeah, you have to play 20 years. The player guy was born in the province of Quebec. That's all right, Wendy. Bob Smith, welcome. Oh, Red Wing, Lindstrom, Mac Macy, Cam Neely. That's a good one, Bob, by the way. But Bergeron, TH, Bergeron, Billy. Interesting. I think Luc Laportine will find that one. Luc Robitaille, Gretzky, born in province of Quebec. But Bob, that name, what you got, is really close, by the way. Jonathan Drouin, no, you have to play 20 years, guys. I'll give it to you guys because now we'll be here for now. Then Béliveau and 26. That's not that bad. The answer guy is Raybook. Raybook is the only one with Sidney Crosby played 20 years and more. He received every single season awards vote. Bob Smith go with Raybook. Here we go. On that one, Bob, he was on the defenseman. Henri Richard, Luc Lafortine, no. We get now, before we go to the clash, I like to finish with other things, guys. Yesterday, we start to do that. I have two things to do, guys, before we hit the clash and get out after that. Thanks for all the likes we got tonight. For the Montreal Canadiens, guys, we started those kind of questions yesterday, all right? You don't have to answer, guys. We did yesterday those 4 questions. Tonight, I want to give you more tonight. I have about 3 more, I believe, or 4 more. When the Montreal Canadiens win his next playoff round, not only make the playoff, they have to win a round. Is it in 25-26, 26-27, 27-28? If you have to set 28-29, whatever it is, you can consider for after that. But when do you feel the Montreal Canadiens are going to win a playoff series? Yes, D&D Book was a stud. Unfortunately, I did not like the Boston Bruins a lot. I never gave him enough credit until he got retired, D&D. But he was really an amazing, great goaltender, great defenseman. For that, you're right, Butch. This year, A2. Look, next year, Ozio Murphy back in the house. This year, Roy, 27-28. Guy, 26-27. Marc Bergeron played 20 years. I'm pretty sure he did not get any awards as a players a vote. Last time he mentioned his name. Mark. 25, 26, 26, 27 for Ron. 26, 27. The most of people think this year or the upcoming year. Roy is only one on the 3 years gap. We need a clown Raybook to be on defense for the Montreal coach. Yeah, I agree with you about that. The next question, guys, is give me your 3 players for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season are going to be on the four line. You consider that line your four line. So give me your three players. As soon as follow number one, Roy. This team is better than last season, even with question mark like a Docker. I agree with you, A2. They are better. It's just now how the chemistry is going to be together. On paper, yes. Too many this year, Bob. Who is your four line for the Montreal Canadiens? Anderson, Evan, Gallagher, Billy. That's a good one, Billy. I like that line. I will say to you, I agree with you about that. Anderson, we're going to go N26. I agree with you also, N26. See, we have agreed sometime, me and N26. N26 carrying a lot of great comments, by the way. Yesterday about Crosby, N26, that you are on fire. I rewatched the video, and I saw your comments. Like, I missed many of them. I apologize. I'm too busy. But you nailed it a lot about Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Randy, coach, number 99. Not sure, coach. Would love to see Florent on the four line. I'll be surprised Florent get a call up this year. Who would be your extra forward? Samuel Blais, Kapanen, Beck, Jekai. I was hoping you get the 10,000. Yeah, it's just Sean is another high level because the radio with Marco D'Amico. But it's okay. We're getting more now. Tony Marinaro, Marinaro start a show the morning. Martin Lemay start a show afternoon. The competition with the radio will be interesting. Samuel Blais. Hello, Coach Gary Conway. Welcome back. Wi-Fi Junior, Anderson, Valeno, Blais, or Florent. Triple W. Not a bad choice right there. We almost agree with everyone. Gary, welcome back in the house. Yeah. And finally, the last one, guys, is Blais. I want the younger player to play regularly, and Laval has been healthy scratch. I agree with you. The age, what great comments. And finally, the last question for all the questions we did a couple of times, who will have the biggest impact for the Montreal Canadiens next season? At any level, at any time. What do you think? Last year, believe me, Lane Hudson have an impact for the Montreal Canadiens on the power play, on the rush, on the transition, on the system. He was the impact for the Montreal Canadiens. Nick Suzuki was great last season, have an impact too. But for me, the transformation of the Montreal Canadiens last season, it was Lane Hudson. So the question is, which one this season have an impact, could have the biggest impact for the Montreal? It could be, again, Hudson. It could be, again, or it could be Nick Suzuki, or it could be anybody else. But if Montreal return to the playoff, if Montreal improve, Montreal get better and better and better, which one have the biggest impact? Blais for now, at least Captain Beck stand out that they can leave Florent and Laval for another 40 game. I agree. 10-10 for Marinaro. Good for him. Sticking with the podcast. But that one, you don't keep a young player as an extra player. They made up for sure. A2. Look, go with Dobson. Line, I would like New Hook, Veleno, Doc, Gary. Dobson, then Demidov, Mark, Hudson again, Billy. Not the gun on your hook will be on the second. The gun will turn to third. No. I agree with you, Bob. Demidab, Budzik, one gone, Bob. Hudson, Eminem, and Ron. Welcome to Gary. Yeah, a lot of good comments right there. And you know, those kind of players have satisfied the Montreal Canadiens better. I would like to be Caden Cooley, but because I believe he's going to satisfy everything at the defense, but it's not good enough to have a biggest impact, I believe. Ab second line is maybe darker if they have no one better with lining and they meet out. At the beginning, N26, I believe we will start that way. That would be surprise, Hudson. I will hear about Budzik at this season. What a good trade that last getting Budzik. You're right about this, Butch, for that one. So that give you guys that's right about this. The next one, it's a prediction, guys. I did a couple of, you know, I love to do graphics. I should be a graphic designer. No, maybe not. I want to share it with you guys, a couple of players right there. What do you feel if they're going to reach it? Not this one. I'm going to go reverse. Under or over? Samuel Montembeault, 57.5 next season. Tobias for Roy. You cannot always judge an impact by point. No, I agree with you. Parker is 17. A great job. Hughes getting a Budzik. Blues did not. He held his ground and got to him. A great negotiator. Yeah. 58 A2 over. By the way, Bob, people ask me or they ask why they trade Alexander Budzik or Zachary Budzik. I apologize. I have a reason behind that. Because Jimmy Snuggerud or Snuggerud is coming and they're going to take his spot. And that's the reason, and they have a chance to put a right defenseman. They feel they're going to be the right players for them for long term. Under, over, slightly under. Under for Marca. There we go. The next one. Lane Hudson, 62.5 over or under for Lane Hudson. Let me know the chat. Over. Bush, I cannot wait. Billy got to be here. Gary. When you get to my age, you just take a day off, and that's usually on the Friday long weekend. Billy, here we go. Under, over. Over. And then just over marker. Finally, guys, I like those graphic. I wish I could do for all the players. Take a little bit longer. But Nick Suzuki, I want to give me not only the number, the point, but give me the number, the goal, and the number assists for Nick Suzuki over for Triple W about him. Maybe as well just put Hudson Jose and the rafter. Under for Lane Hudson, sophomore. Yeah, it's possible, Roy, the second year. I think we have to see not only the number, but how we consider a season on that upcoming season. Coming season. If Dobson reached 55, Hudson would be around 60 and 26. Not a bad not a bad call on that one. We have a better team that we finished in the playoff last season. Come on, Hughes is doing great by insider game. Expert look at the overall, not 3 or 4, so 1. So expert chat la football. Gonna be way over for great Lane Hudson. 30, 40 assists for Guy. Go 70 points for that one. On that, Nick Suzuki for the upcoming season. Suzuki 30, 65, 25 to 71, 96 point. Wow. 93 Yankees. 95 point for Suzuki, triple W. Finally, guys, we're going to go to the Clash tonight, sponsored by the Hockey Hot Stove for that one. Thanks everybody to be a part of the show. Don't forget, please to click on the like, subscribe, become a member of the Hockey Nation or the Patreon. And you can support in many ways the channel. If you don't mind, that'd be great. We tried looking to get 10,000 subscribers. 5 questions on the back-to-back. Tonight will be a little bit not like last night. The Minnesota Wild and the St. Louis Blues return and the playoff again. 96, 97 points for both of them. They was the same number of points that Calgary Flames, but the St. Louis Blues have a better record overall. Do you think both teams are returning in the playoff for upcoming season? Suzuki 30-55, expect more scoring for the second line. Nen 26, 32, 58. Most of you said 30 goal. So tell me if you are absolute or not allowed. Yes, A2 for both of them. Not allowed, Minnesota is out for Billy. Let go. Yes. I go on. I go with not allowed, but I don't know which one is going to not make it. Tougher for Blues, but absolutely, Mark. I go with you. Obviously, not the actual position. Zeph, Randy could be back. Bob considers talking with Zeph. Absolutely for triple W. The Blues, yes, but not for the Wild. Yeah, so not allowed for you. Next one, guys. One team would have 300 goals for. Now, it's a coach. They have won last season. No, nobody did. I think the Tampa Bay Lightning did 296. 2 years ago, Toronto, Colorado did 300 goals. It's not rare, but you have only 1 or 2 teams. It's rare you have more at that. But do you expect one of them? Blues always find a way. Look at with Jim Montgomery, will be interesting. Now, for Luc Lafortune. St. Louis Blues, no doubt, Butch. Absolutely. If the ref called what they should. That's a good point about that. Absolutely, if the ref called that, absolutely for Billy. So we have absolutely on that one, not Maybe Vegas with minor, Billy. No for Guy. Next one, yes for A2. One team will have 300 goals. Yeah, I go with that one, me. I go with one team minimum at 300 goals. Possibly Roy. Yeah, I feel the same way too, Roy, like you. Next one, guys. Jack Eichel will have 94 points a plus for the upcoming season. Jack Eichel did 94 points last year. Do you expect him to get more next season? Here we go, Butch. No, for Jack Eichel. And the reason behind that, guys, he play with Mitch Marner next season. Yes, Guy and Luc. No for Mark Elliott also. No, Billy. I think he's going to return more. I think for the first time in his career, he's going to get 100 points. I believe. Yes, for Roy too. Yeah, we have different options. We have almost 50-50 here. But I think we go on the same. Yeah, half of the people say yes, and half say no. The next one, now the next two guys, the next one is the Toronto Maple Leaf. Give the answer not because you don't like him, you don't like them, but give the answer what you believe. The Toronto Maple Leaf first line: Nylander, Matthews, Nice. Will have more points que the Montreal Canadiens first line Zuski, Slafkovsky, and Caulfield next season. I agree with you, Roy, for that. That's what I feel. Cash go absolutely. Triple W go absolutely too. I don't have enough knowledge to answer this one, Corey. Okay. I don't have knowledge, me too. I do the show. So you can answer. The Washington Commander have a running back called Liney. Interesting. No. Under, Randy. I refuse to answer on principle, Mark. Yeah, this is a good. That's a good answer, Butch. That would be close. No. That'll be interesting because the last couple of years, right, Marner played with Matthews, and Nylander played with Tavares. Now, if Nylander go on the first line, who you put on the second line with Tavares? Yes, Slafkovsky is an anchor for them. Over PS, welcome back. Not allowed. Don't forget, guys, click on the like. Matthews, Marner, gone. No forget. Last one, guys. It's an easy one. The Carolina Hurricane win the Metropolitan Division next season. That's the last one of the night. Carolina win the Metropolitan Division. No, oui. Mathieu Emmanuel gone for Guy. No, et oui. Guy is supposed to be on the same line. What Ken Hughes had done this year could blow our mind. And Jose will win it, so no PS. It's like he start the season on time. First line could hit 230. Yes for Luc. I go with I go with yes, but I see this at this approximately maybe 2 points between the first and second on that one. not allowed mark. I see the Devils close to them. And the goaltender situation, they can't all the new leave without the great regular season. Then they lost a second round pick. All the team, all Metropolitan. Absolutely for cash fan for that one. But here we go. 9/11 will never forget. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow night we have a show at 8:30 p.m. We're going to do the Fun Friday night another time. Until the season starts, guys, we're going to do more show like this, the Friday night. And then Sunday we have the recap, the red light with Mr. Nartap on that one. So we'll see what's happening on that one. You have a couple of conversations, guys. I'm going to bring this tomorrow for Ken Hughes. Look like Bob Smith and Sept have a great conversation for that one. So we have to wait. We'll talk more about this tomorrow. Positive result is what we all strive for in all such international events, Mr. Butch. And that's it. Letter Guy, A2, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for being part of the show tonight. Thanks for Mac Elliott for the super chat with my no mic. Unbelievable on that one. Thanks for all the like. Don't forget to punch out. And moderator Run with Kings will run the show by himself on the moderator. Also, you can about the news update with everything. And all of you entertaining the chat tonight. We thanks for all of you. And of course, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Hey, yes, you have greatness inside of you. You're welcome at Cash. You're welcome, Triple W, the Hockey National Show. I want to tell you, be well, BL. Find a way not only to donate your day, but find a way to donate the second half or what? Someone said 2025. Good night, look. Maybe look, Mr. Nicolas de Goubi-Bono have a girlfriend. He's losing. Don't come all the time now, Nicolas. So Nicolas starting to have a girlfriend. He found a cheese in Sherbrooke area. Look. Thanks, everybody. Thanks to be with me tonight. And I can wait till tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. for the Frenchy quiz and the Fun Friday night with Billy at the bar, Billy Bar, and Luciano at the grill. Thanks, Cash, to be a part of the show tonight. Guy, Billy, thanks so much. Bob Smith, anyway, youngest team in the East to make the playoff. A great job. He did the same for the Laval first place, and the playoff just said, you're right about this, Bob Smith. Thanks to be with us tonight. Hopefully, you're going to come back more often, Bob Smith. The Hockey Nation and the Ab Nation and all the animals and the jungle of Terran want to tell you one more thing. We love you, friends. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Thanks so much. Butch, have a great Friday, everybody. I'm starving. I was awake at 3 o'clock. Maybe look. Thanks, RJ. Here we go, guys. Good night. Booyah!